Hey guys.
Welcome to ParaSister's Circle. Go ahead, Miss Linda.
I was just going to introduce myself, but okay. Hey, it's Linda. All right. Why don't you do the introduction since you know them a little bit more than I do?
Well, we have our first guest on our 5th anniversary week, I guess you can say, on the episode. We have the Wicked Wiccan Sisters. So I'm excited to have the girls on. So let's go ahead and get started and get some questions rolling. How about that?
Awesome. Sounds good. So here we go, guys.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, girls.
Hey, what up?
Say I didn't add the stream, so.
What if we do this?
Oh, hey, girls. Are you there?
There we go.
Woo! Got it.
We're trying to. We had technical difficulties, so.
Oh, no, you're good. Trust we seem to have like some kind of technical difficulty every week, it seems.
Kind of our thing.
But hey, we make up for it, I promise. And we're actually a little earlier this time than we have been, so.
Yeah, we're on time. So, what do you girls have planned for tomorrow?
Trick or treat. Trick or treat.
Going up to the dunes to do a little water and earth celebration.
Ooh. I have trunk and treat tomorrow, so this should be fun. I finally get rid of all that candy that I have.
Well, I'm first going to just jump right in. Tell us a little bit about each other and what makes Wicked Wiccan Sisters.
We are actual sisters that decided to make a small business one day. And it worked. It took off. So
actually, it started during that COVID. You know, there was nothing to do and stuff. So we already knew we were, kind of witchy. But we just started making witchy stuff. We actually started with spell jars and candles, and it just took off.
That's good. I'm happy to hear
That's
that.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks. We think it's pretty cool that you guys are the ParaSisters and we're the sisters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those last minute, okay, Linda, let's do it.
I was bugging her for like months to do this. So now, just so you know, I do have, before we go any further, since we weren't getting networks comments on our broadcast from now, so I have it pulled up on my main computer so we can see any comments from that.
So sorry. Like I said, we have a list of questions. We're just going to jump around. If there's anything you ladies want to ask us, we talk about anything and everything.
Cool. Yeah, it's your guys' show, so ask away. We're just trying to squeeze together.
I understand. That's what we try to do for unity. All right, Miss Linda, any questions for the ladies?
I'm looking over our questions because I forgot to do that. It's been a day. And I still have to do our videos. What is your biggest passion and how did that inspire you?
Well, we went to school together. We did everything together, I guess, for social work, and we actually have our master's in psychology. So that's kind of where, like, we got interested in people's minds and how they work and weirdness, and it's just incredibly interesting. And
we've always been a little like when you have gifts, like when you're a witch, but like nowadays it's just now prominent, so how people are just, a lot more people are accepted.
Yes. I wear my necklace. I've had it for 20 years, and people are now going, wait a minute, you're one of those? Well, what's one of those? So,
one of those is any of us, you know.
Yep. I was like, I'm human, and they're like, no, no, the people. It's like a witch. And they're like, yeah.
And we know witches in every like there's Christian witches,
Yep.
pagan, people that don't even practice religion at all.
And there's anything and everything in between.
Yeah, our main slogan, and we're gonna get it patented, is "There's no wrong way to witch."
Oh, that is cute. Yeah.
I like that.
There's no wrong way to witches. There, ladies, there's not.
No, not at all.
And we don't judge, you know, so that's what we're most passionate about.
That's important. That's very important in this day and age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
So I do know you ladies go on investigations. I want to hear about some of your investigations, favorite places, some place you may never want to go again. Just tell me about it.
So, Indiana State Sanatorium.
I've been there.
It is.
I have not on my list.
We're going back. We're going back.
So yeah, I think I talked to you ladies about going there with that. We need to team up a few times.
Yeah, we definitely do, because especially with us being witches and with our energy, right? And so we took our mom with us, and we were actually getting a tour around the place by a tour guide that does it all the time. We kind of branched off and went and did it on our own, and we went up to the top level, and those ghosts, I feel bad for them. I feel so sorry for them.
On the nursing home side or the other side?
Both.
The nursing home side by the nurse's station, I cried.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we sat on the floor, you know, we sat on the bed. We got 10 questions answered from a ghost. There was another team leaving, and I feel like that ghost was coming to chill with us and hang out with us.
Oh yeah, the strip lights were going off one by one, coming back to our room.
Oh wow.
That's
the location. I investigated it in February with Old World Paranormal, and I'm like, okay, I want to come back when it's like warm and there's no snow on the ground.
Right.
But yeah, it's a good one.
And that's where we got our disembodied voice.
We got a disembodied voice in the kitchen at the lower level, you know, when you go in and there's the cafeteria. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a location that's back on our Indiana Crossroads Encounters list.
I felt like I could spend a week there, because I just, you know, I felt like the ghosts, they want somebody to hang out with, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been open for what, a year now, so it's still new for the paranormal community.
And all of us together would pull more energy to be able to talk to them and maybe help them, you know. We're going to be ghost psychologists.
There we go. How can we help you today?
Sorry if you guys hear the puppy in the background whining. He's mad. He got put back in his cage because he went after a rabbit and went listening about coming back.
So is there a place you would not return to?
Any regrets going?
Every single place we've been to has been amazing, and I would go back.
Okay. That's good to know. I've had a few places that I'm like, nope, I'm done with you, not going.
I think the Hannah house was the one that it was really dark in the basement, but it was still such an amazing place.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was like in the basement, we were scared. Like, I'm saying, we felt that like a dark energy. So that's the only place we've even gotten a negative, you know, kind of. Oh, wow. We'll go back to any of them. I think that's where we met you ladies, was at the Hannah house, correct?
Yep. It was.
Yeah. Yep.
With Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of stuff going on that day. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready.
You felt that basement. Did you guys feel the vibe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was, I've been there twice now, and I went down to the basement, and I do get like a negative feeling, but it's not like a overwhelming negative feeling, just because of I think it's because of the reason what had happened down there is because there were so many
I
slaves
felt
that
heavy
died.
on the chest, like you can't
Mhm.
breathe, you know, and that's what happened to them.
Yeah,
Yep.
so. But I haven't investigated. I really want to. It's one of my favorite places. So. And it's really, that location is really special to me. Really close to my heart, so.
Cool.
That's where L&L started, but now you're part of me. Indiana Crossing.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey.
You stole me, which is awesome. Like, honestly, after I made that announcement, everything's taken off a little bit more. But yeah. So, let's see here. Do you guys
Next
have
weekend we get to check another one off the list.
Oh, yeah?
I was just
Waverly.
gonna ask.
Super excited.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there. Like, that's.
I've been wanting to go there since I came out of the womb.
Yeah, that was. I want to
And
go there.
so we're so excited.
Oh, yay. See, I'm going to the Moreau house with Corey's team next weekend. So
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
that should be fun.
Yeah, and Corey and them
Waverly
set
Hills.
up. Yeah, they hosted the Para Unity.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll have lots of pictures,
Yep.
ladies. We want to see Waverly.
Super excited.
Oh, I bet. That one, I think, is on every paranormal investigator list. If it's not, it should be.
And we actually have tuberculosis lung samples like in our oddity shop, and maybe that'll bring a little extra energy out.
Yeah. Maybe. Hopefully. I say,
Do you guys?
Hills. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you want to see one of our tuberculosis samples?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
How do we get in?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Definitely someone's going to be hit up on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Somebody is going. Oh.
Yeah. It looks a little weird, but like then we make it into like a memory box. And
it's very pretty. For a tuberculosis thing, it's still pretty.
Right?
It's part of history.
It is.
So we have
hello, how you doing? Happy Halloween.
Hello. We'll show it here. I figured that one out too. We can put it on the screen. Yeah.
Oh, happy Halloween. Oh, we've seen it now.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with it, like on the old broadcast that for some reason it said that it got canceled. So I've been going on there and playing around to see how, to learn more about it and how to do it. And so I've been able to figure it out. Hence our banner that's on the bottom. So
we're getting there. We're trying to figure it out too with you ladies. This is only like our second podcast. So
well, we're excited to have you as our first guest.
Yeah, we are. Definitely.
And to be able to push you back towards Halloween weekend was even better.
Yeah, it was. It worked out. It worked out really well because we weren't planning on doing a show tonight. We were planning on having this weekend off, and then we're like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do a show. So,
yep. Let's see. What else can I pry information out of you, ladies? Okay, in the paranormal field, if there is something you can give someone advice for, what would you tell them if they were just starting out?
Always, always, always go with intent. A positiveness. Some people, I feel like they go into it and they're like, let's take a Ouija board and let's just go do this and that, and no, you got to go into it with an openness of like all positivity, like love and light, because who wants to attract negative energy, so I mean, we're gray witches because we believe in the love and light and the dark, because you can't have one without the other. But don't try to bring that negative into a paranormal experience, because you might not even be getting a ghost that passed in that area, you might be getting something you didn't bargain for, you know?
And
don't forget a flashlight. Take a flashlight.
Every time.
Yes.
Lots of flashlights.
And batteries.
I'm good.
Learned our lesson.
When I do take
I
a
feel like
flashlight, they end up being thrown, I guess. I'm prone to throwing flashlights, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I was reminded this weekend. Not the first.
She literally did. She tried beating me. I got beat up on our girls' weekend, and we were walking in the Stone Mansion. I can't remember what we were doing exactly. I think we were gonna go get more equipment, and she like threw the flashlight at me. I got beat up that weekend. So,
Not by the ghosts either, you know.
I did get attacked twice. No, I got attacked twice on an investigation at Clay County Jail.
What county jail? I mean, any county jail is amazing.
Have you been to the Kosciuszko County Jail yet?
Oh, actually, yeah. We went there years and years and years ago with our mom and dad. So, because like we've always been kind of weird.
It's not weird for us, you know that.
No,
for me, it's normal.
We actually found 2 or 3 of our uncles in the signature book down in there too. So.
Oh wow.
That's really, really, really weird.
They better be being good.
Now I have a friend.
We've never ghost hunted there though. Did you guys get a lot of action there? Or?
I've been there twice, and hopefully I'm going to try to get a hold of Marianne and do a daytime solo investigation. Maybe, not sure. Not really. It's one of those places I'll probably go to 100 times. I've made a boyfriend. His name is Judd.
Oh, I love those boyfriends.
So do I. So I just want to go out hang with him in solitary confinement for a few hours, maybe.
I love that you love. I love that you love the ghosts too. Most people are like running, screaming, you know.
What makes others scream makes me go, okay, I'm coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to investigate. I might have a kitty problem again.
Oh no. So when did you guys? You might have already answered this, but when did you guys actually start, like, everything? Like
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Mhm. It was like pandemic time, and we had a lot going on that we wanted to take our mind off of, and it was a way to just focus on something else.
It's pretty much the world
cancer.
you needed it.
Well, it was like, for me, it was like my own psychology, like seeing my own psychiatrist a little bit, because my dad passed away from cancer, and it was like for me, it was the only thing I felt like I could be in control of.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was his nurse and did everything for him, but I still wasn't in control that he wasn't gonna be able to stay.
Yeah.
So, like as we started doing more vendors and creating events, I felt like I was in control of something.
I get that. I do.
And he loved seeing, like, we take our mom, we would take her with us. She makes things for us. She's amazing and talented, and he loved seeing us together, all his girls together. That's what he wanted.
Oh, that sounds like it all worked out just how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still having kitty issues over here.
I don't know what I would do without her, to be honest. This one.
Well, you know, you have to strangle her sometimes. I've got 2 that I have to take care of. Linda and Shelly, and I'm like, I need to
Linda.
We fight.
Poor Linda.
It's like, not
Hey,
only do I beat her up.
Jason.
True.
Hey, Jason.
No,
Nice
like
to see you
honestly
again.
though, Chanel is like, she is my best friend. Like I talk to her about anything and everything, and she knows how to calm me down. So
Yeah, I look at her and say, shut up.
I don't know what I
Listen to
would
me.
do without her.
So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. And she's
We
like
got
the
a
only
code.
one that gets away
We
with
have a
saying,
code word.
"Shut up."
Yeah. Shut up.
That's
It's literally
You
like
wanna
us.
say hi? Did you
Let's
want to say
see.
hi? You
Say
can't
hi.
say hi right now. I don't. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see her.
We're always having animal
Yeah.
issues. They're always right here.
We've got a lot of dogs too, so
So I have 2 and 2, but
She's
my old
my
lady likes
baby. That's my
That's-
baby. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? I know. The
All right.
microwave is going off. You'll be
I
proud of
want
me,
you
Sean,
both-
now.
Huh? I want you both to tell
okay.
me something that you've learned in the field about each other since you started investigating that you didn't know before. Tricky question.
I don't know. I guess that we aren't as scared as we thought we were. Like we both thought it was gonna be too much. Especially her. You know, she doesn't even like haunted houses.
I like to call the ghost because I'm like, hey, I'm calling you, ghost. How's it going? But when people are like, look, I think Michael Myers is behind me right now as we speak.
Yeah, I do see him.
Yeah.
So
He likes to pop in.
pop in, pop out. Hey, it works.
I think what I learned is how much I love her and I do rely on her. Because especially being sisters and business owners, like how many days has there been that we're like, we're quitting the business. We're done. We're splitting it. But it made us stronger. Like, no, you're not. No, we are not. And we've been like learning how to grieve together. I mean, and with our mom too. We got like the Wicked Sisters and mom, but it's just the three of us girls, you know, and all the kids. It just makes you grateful.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still learning stuff about both Linda and Shelley, so it's one of those everyday things. Every investigation, we learn something new.
Oh, yeah.
We were so close to begin with, though. It's like nothing we do shocks each other. Ever.
No, I get that too. I like to kick
We
my
do
ass.
have code words now, though.
Oh no.
No, code words to be like, oh, I know what you're feeling. Quit being anxiety. And then she'll be like, shut up. Like you do with.
Yeah, I say shut up a lot.
You do.
Or cut you off on energy drink.
Yeah, I think I would be murdered if I did that to Linda. She lives on her energy drinks, don't you?
Hey, you'll be proud of me. I've only had not even one today, and I just started drinking that at like 5 o'clock.
Was you in bed all day?
Huh?
Well,
no, actually, no, I didn't have any. And then Mr. Ghost went and grabbed me some. I got up at 7, and then I went back to sleep, and I slept until 2, and then he went and got me some. So, there you go. I mean, they're in my cup. So.
Cool. I was just going to show my cup. Oh, wait. See, I don't get it yet.
Oh, I like that one.
That is cool. I like that one.
Guess who made it for me? My sister.
This one, it glows. Like, it'll glow blue. Like, the whole thing glows blue.
Cool. Do you make those, or?
Nope, I don't make them, but my ghost, as we call him, bought it for me. And then I have another one that I paid $60 for that glows in the dark also.
No, I'm a cheapie.
And it's Jack Skeleton. And it's all hand
Yeah,
done.
we're big Jack Skellington fans.
Oh, yes. My Jack Skeleton. I love him.
Oh, since you're all on here, you will not believe. I went on, I was looking for a 13-foot skeleton, okay, today. Just for the hell of it, you know?
So much like us.
For everyday use.
I want to put him out in front in my herb garden and just see the faces.
Leave him.
You can decorate him for every holiday. Easter.
You can put an Easter bonnet in a basket.
You can stand on my deck and see Lake Syracuse. If I put him out there in the herb garden, you know I'm going to get looks from boaters. That's what I was
thinking. You're going to be the top. You're going to be like...
What I ran across was a Jack Skeleton 15-foot blow-up.
Oh.
And it was returned because someone had a hole in it, and they said that they would fix it. It's like stuff people send back from Home Depot, Lowe's, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. If I had the $4,000, it would be mine.
Oh my God.
I was like,
Now I feel like we should go in together and he'll be in everybody's yard every other month. We'll share custody.
Well, you see, I honestly, I have one Halloween decoration outside of front of my house, and it's my Jack Skeleton light. Mm-hmm. We don't really put up Halloween decorations or any type of decorations outside because we live in Claypool, Indiana, and yeah, I don't trust. Like, I am very picky and I don't trust people. So thank God I smoke outside my house so I can keep an eye on my light. And we also have cameras facing it, so we put it in camera view. So if someone steals my Jack light, you best believe I'm going to be like, nope, we're pressing charges, even though it cost me like $10.
She just won't get any sleep. Touch my Jack.
I'm in Silver Lake, so we're not too far away.
Ah, cool.
I've had decorations broken and
my neighborhood.
They
fear me in my neighborhood, and I kind of enjoy it. They love the hubby, but they kind of fear me. I'm like, I'm not.
You get scary when you're mad.
I can be scary.
When you're mad.
So, what is the most misunderstood thing about you guys? If I read that question right.
That just because we're witches doesn't mean that we worship Satan. And that you probably shouldn't take some of the items that we sell and use them for evil at times. Sometimes we've got like some oddities that you're not going to find anywhere else. And we get really attached to them.
Oh, yeah. I understand that. I don't know if I could sell stuff like that because I would all stay in my collection.
I know, right?
I would love to have a museum and people just come look at my stuff and not touch it, you know.
Lots of glass. Just stays here.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't like it when people touch my stuff.
Felt that.
Don't touch my stuff. Yeah. Especially my crystal necklaces I've been getting. People love to try touching them, and I'm like, back off. No, don't touch them.
Right. You don't want their negative energy on it. Don't touch it.
No, my husband, like, I wash after every show, every single crystal and moon water with sage and rose petals. I go through and wash every single one. And he's like, that takes you hours. It's like, yep. No, it's worth it. It's going to be in my house.
Well, you don't want that negativity, you know?
So, yeah. All right. So we're talking crystals, and that's kind of my thing. What's both of your top 3 favorite? They're like, we don't know.
No. Moonstone, jade. Mm-hmm. And what was yours?
Amethyst is a good one.
Amethyst.
Good old.
I don't wear jewelry. Just.
I'm actually bracelet free for the first time in probably about 2 weeks. I'm like, they're not on. So.
Talking about crystals, you know what's awesome about crystals is You know, do you guys get this a lot too? Do you get this a lot? Like, well, what is it used for? So you can give them a little bit of a range of what it's used for, but literally, like we said, we're witches, and it's about the intent. Because, you know, Linda's going to use that stone. You know, I wear jade for my dad for immunity. Maybe you wear jade for good luck. So,
I wear,
you know,
like
like sometimes with crystals, you're like, it is what it is to you. If it makes, you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean, I keep the clear quartz on me at all times, and it kind of like clear quartz is one that pulls, you know, boosts more energy and boosts other crystals. So it's my amplifier. That
I like selenite. But everybody always tells me, you know why I don't like everything all the time is because sometimes I don't know how to pronounce it just right. But yeah, we always cleanse our crystals with selenite, selenite.
I'm getting ready to make tomorrow night, which should be fun. Some new protection water bottles for the table. So it's gonna have a little selenite in it. It'll melt, but it'll be there.
Do you ever use rainwater? Or do you just use mostly? Okay.
Nope, I use rain, full moon, new moon, just according to which jar I'm feeling at the time. It's like, what am I feeling? And they're all back here behind me on my desk.
How many different kinds of water?
So do you have
like, how many? Like your husband's like, how many different kinds of waters do you need?
Oh yeah, he's all like, why are you using the jars again? Because I want to. It's like I can go buy more. Yeah, all my canning stuff is all back here behind me, covered up. I was like, yeah.
But then we told our mom to make moon water, and she threw a case of water outside in the moon and said, "There we go. I'm gonna drink it."
Hey,
and we're like,
awesome. There's no wrong way to witch.
As long as she thinks it's good, then.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so I know what to do this week. I've got to go out and buy a case of water.
Just toss it out there.
Put it in the back of the truck and let it sit in the water.
Witches be busy. Sometimes you got to throw a case of water.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Have any
I'm
questions?
sorry, I'm a joker.
Hey, that makes things go by really easy.
Oh yeah.
Any questions you have for us, ladies? Like,
how did you guys get started? And how long?
Last year, I think it was October 8th. Was it
9th.
8th or 9th? 9th.
It was the 9th because it was Lydia's birthday.
Oh, that's right. We were at ParaUnity, and I'll be honest, I did not go around to all the tables because it was one of my first shows. So, you know, and then I love my Shelly. This year we traded off. I got to run around and she stayed. And last year she ran around and I stayed. Linda was across the area from me, like all the way on the other side. And Jeff King came around and said, hey, you guys, we're going to be doing I can never pronounce this place's name, Okie, whatever, Woods?
Okefenokee.
Yes. And that's like, I don't have tennis shoes. It's like, okay, whatever, I'll wear my boots. Pull up after like forever driving back in this woods, and the vehicle in front of me, this little tiny thing gets out of the driver's seat. And that's how I met Linda, in the middle of the woods. On a walk.
I was all like, I know Jeff, Sean Allen. He's not a little itty bitty thing. Oh, wait, it's Linda.
Yep, this little thing.
You're so cute.
So, yeah. I mean, everybody was like, I call it the March from Hell. It's the death march that he led us on. Because, you know.
I went back the next week and that was more hell.
We actually were going to go there a couple weekends ago with Jeff. But the beautiful girlfriend, wife,
Fiance.
fiance.
Elizabeth?
She hurt herself, so yeah.
But yeah, we met there, and then we exchanged phone numbers and stuff, and then L&L Paranormal invited Moonlit to
It's the
go with us.
Crossroads Encounters.
It was
She'll get it
Moonlit
one
at the time, okay?
She'll get it.
Yeah. And I had asked her, I said, hey, we're going to do an investigation, and I wanted to bring guest investigators to the Monroe house. And she goes, yeah. And then kind of just took off from there. After we did the investigation, it's like we're inseparable now. So
Yeah. I can't get rid of her. She's
Tell
like,
that.
I mean, you could get rid of me, but that would be just like heartbreaking.
no, your
me.
ghost will come after me.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, why aren't you talking?
He might though. He might though. Yeah, he might. He'd be like, why? But yeah, it's been an amazing journey. And then, of course, I was bugging her about the podcast and everything. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden I was like, hey, let's do a podcast. She goes, no, I don't really want to. I'm not really a camera person. I'm like, yeah, okay. Left it alone, and then she came to me with that, and I was like, yeah. And we were planning on just doing the podcast for like fun and crystal talk and all that. And well, 2 hours after that, we got picked up by Things Network, and
Just taken off.
it's been pretty amazing ever since then.
We talked to one of our first people was Jeff and Jeremy too. Isn't that awesome? We have that in common.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is kind of cool. But
That is.
the five of us, Indiana Crossroad Encounters and the Wicked Wiccan Sisters, are all going to have to plan some kind of an investigation together. So get out there in the field.
100%.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how much action we would get from all of us pulling? I mean, because when we went to Indiana State Sanatorium, it was just me, my mom, and my sister. Because the guys that were with us, they're not setting their pulling energy. We were setting their pulling energy. And gosh, man, we tried to get the ghost to say Wiccan Sisters. And like he got tired of me talking and got mad at me, didn't he?
Something like that.
Well, that's rude.
I know. And I said, so can you say it? And he's like, no. And I was like, shoot.
Yeah, I've had you. So my first investigation team was me and my blood sister, Ashley, and we got into some trouble in the places we got into, and the energy between the two of us was it was a little crazy. So I said, there's some places I just won't go back.
Guys, don't be afraid to. I'm talking to everybody in the broadcast. If you have any questions, let us know. Yeah.
So where was the awesomest place you guys went ever?
I've been doing this a long time.
Randolph County, by far, is my favorite place that I've been to.
What was it?
Randolph County Asylum.
Yeah.
Mine is the cemetery of the. I've lived in all kinds of different places. I'm a military veteran's wife, Navy actually. So I cannot pick between Williamsburg, Virginia, that whole area, the battlefield, the Triangle of Yorktown and Jamestown. But I would have to say I would go back over and over the yard of the military people, as they were killed in battles and everything and shipwrecks. It is just now it's behind the old military housing, unmarked graves of hundreds and hundreds of military members that was just dropped into pit. So I would sit there in that yard for days when we lived there. I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing today. So one of them is close to my heart.
Yeah, it's so funny that we all have so much in common because we're really deep on military graves too, because our dad was a master sergeant in the Air Force ever since I was like 3 years old. So I think it's awesome. Like every time we talk, we're like, wait, you too?
Hey, that's how it works. Shelly and I decided just yesterday, well, we decided Friday that we're just going to go on a road trip. Like, okay, we're going to pick a far location and then we'll cemetery hop on the way back. The locations that we found were some really old graves. We happened to be passing through Delphi going, wait a minute, what had happened here? Oh, yeah. So we went to the Delphi Cemetery. I think we hit like 5 or 6 different ones on the way back. It was pretty cool. That's our go.
We randomly pull over and we're like, this looks like an awesome graveyard.
Yep.
There is one, Chanel, that we need to go to that's right down from the road from my house. It's really old. Like the fire department used to take care of it, but now I guess they don't. And it's really old. My ghost showed it to me, so we need to go to that one. The energy it gives off.
Like, what side of Claypool is that graveyard?
It's down 100. So you go down to 100 and then take a right. And it's a dirt road, so it's off of 100. So I'm guessing it's on the whatever. I don't know what side that's on. I just know if you go toward, like, you go down 700.
It's down Claypool.
I mean, yeah. Claypool's just like Akron. It's so tiny. We'll cruise around and find it.
That's pretty much it. I don't know. I have a few other questions. I'm just gotta pick which one I wanted to ask you guys. Okay.
I think we have 3 on the first page left, and then 3 on the last page.
Okay, so since I have been practicing pretty much my whole life, I want to ask you guys, what was it like when you stepped out of the broom closet?
Hard at first because there's a lot of places that would tell us no, like we can't even vend with them because it's not a Christian name. But now I think we found our group of people through doing the scary vendors, because we didn't start out doing scary vendors. It was like just normal.
We're gonna get
festivals,
some wreaths,
Yeah,
wreathing festival, like.
Yeah.
But now that we found our group of people, we don't care anymore. Everybody's accepting. Everybody's open. We found our people.
Yeah. When I stepped out of the broom closet, 18 years ago, it was difficult back then. But as you know, I'm 41 now. I consider myself old. People's more accepting nowadays of the practice and stuff. So there's so many different names, eclectic, green, gray nowadays. But back when, when it for me, those names wasn't something that people really, associated. You were either the weird goth one that did not wear all black.
True.
Or, I'm just so happy nowadays everything's just open and accepting.
And like she said, you find your people. Like you find that's the one, like you guys asked us that question earlier. Like it's the best thing. You just meet ghosts and witches. Oh my, and you find your people and you're not embarrassed anymore. We tried to go to some of the local places and we just got Bible stories, to be honest, sent to us and told we were evil. We went to the Women's Expo.
Oh, I've heard
there was a lady that her daughters were holding on to her because she wanted to attack us, and she said she was having a heart attack because we're the devil. And we were like, what?
Well, that's like the spring I went to a show. It was a 2-day show, and we were halfway through day 2, and the person that's hosting it. Now, I didn't have anything but crystals and crystal jewelry. No decals, no the stuff I have now. She handed me a Bible and told me to bless myself. I looked at her and was like, you know what? I'm packing up. In the middle of the show, I backed my truck right up and I left. I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm done with this.
Well, good for you.
So we'll be going back to that event. So go bless yourself. Well, I could use that for something. Everybody's different, so
And then me never shutting up. I'm like, so you don't want a tarot reading then?
say, wait a minute. We're not done here. You stay right here.
I don't, yeah, because you feel so attacked, you know, because it is coming out of the broom closet.
And a lot of people's like, why are you in a what's a broom closet? Oh, let me help you. Let me explain this to you.
We actually have brooms in our closet, so.
There you go. I've got a mop in a closet. Does that count? I do. But other than that,
No, we really make like these tiny little brooms. So I do love brooms and
that I have to see.
go get a little broom. I'm gonna have my kid go get a broom.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see it. So.
You guys can ask away. I'm just nervous.
Don't be nervous. Trust.
And she
It's quiet.
doesn't. I gotta ask her some.
So who's older?
Can you guess?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is just too adorable.
Broom.
Oh my god, those are cute.
Wait, here you do.
Now.
Dyslexic. Oh, well, it helps that I'm dyslexic too. So there you go. We put little pentagrams on there and stuff, and they're cinnamon broom.
Aw, that's
Ooh.
cute.
I actually do have these in my closet. Funny.
Well, the cinnamon brooms, that they make them smell good too. So yeah.
Well, and I always keep one on my front door and one on my back door because you know how you're supposed to blow your cinnamon at the beginning of the month. It is also symbolizes something that like you're taking that little cinnamon broom and brushing it out the door. You know, whether you do or not, you got your little broom on the front door and the back door.
Well, I make powder. I call it bitch be gone powder.
Hey, I have some of that.
It's my secret recipe.
You got buy witch.
I can give
We've got one that says buy witch. Bye bye.
It's main ingredient cinnamon, and I blow it out the windows and blow it in the doors on the last night of the month. And my husband's like, "Why again?" I go, "Cause sweetie, I'm the baddest bitch here. It's like I don't want any more in my house."
Straight up.
So I love my bitch be gone.
We started making milkshakes.
Oh yeah, I have some of that.
Do what?
You guys are hilarious.
We try to be. We try to have fun.
This is like the most calmest I've been on one of any of our shows was because honestly, I feel out of place, to be honest. Because I've never.
Uh-oh. She froze up again.
What was that?
You there, Linda?
Me?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. We didn't hear what you said,
Shouldn't
sweetie.
be. Oh, said I feel out of place because I don't really practice. I don't really do any of that. So, I mean, I have what Chanel taught me and everything, but I've been asked if I've switched because of my necklace. That was a funny story.
Yeah, but
I
you don't have to
I mean,
label
I had
yourself.
gotten one of those, and my coworker's like, "Oh, when did you switch over? I didn't know." Realize I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Your necklace." I was like, "I was untangling necklaces for Chanel at our event, and it felt right,
Not
and
something.
so
I put it to work.
Linda,
I'm
don't
waiting
feel
for it because
out of place ever. You're learning. You're learning. Never, there's no wrong way to witch. Never feel out of place.
I've been asked because people are like, "Oh, you're into the paranormal." Yeah, I'm into the paranormal. I have my own team. I've done this. I do this, and they're like, "You really need to rethink your stuff." I'm like, and this is while I'm like at work on the clock, so I have to be professional, and it's like really hard because people I get all the time. I get people like saying crap about it, and I'm waiting for one of these days when I wear my necklace because it's one of my favorite necklaces now to wear. A lady comes in and she's a big Bible thumper because she'll hand me these little pamphlet things that I just end up throwing away anyway. Well, you need to find Jesus and yada yada yada. You need to get away from all of that because that's all bad. I was like, okay, look, I can't help that I'm a medium empath and I'm drawn to the paranormal. And she goes, well, you just need to. I was like, I don't need to do nothing. This is the way I will live my life the way I want to live my life. And if I want to go out and practice some freaking magic or witchy stuff, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that
It's
might kind
all
of stick
about
out.
the intent. It's about your intent, and you know what you want to do. You know?
I'm learning. I am learning. She's taught me a few things, and I have, my little on my desk. I have everything that she's gotten me. I've went out and bought some new containers to and sage them. The only thing I have a problem with though is I can't burn sage too much because it gives me a major migraine. So I have to be careful
Safe
with
one.
that. And which reminds me, I need to sage my house.
We have a sage spray.
We make a spray for that because my mom, we're all like, hey, mom, you got a new house. She's dying because, she can't deal with even incense. So I'm like, we make a spray for that.
Yeah.
So I
We have
mean,
to
I have
do
to sage my house because I totally forgot to sage everything from Pure Unity because I was so exhausted and hurting so bad. Like at the end of the night, I was in tears because I had shoulder surgery in February of this year, and I have nerve damage down in my back and in my shoulder due to past relationships, and so I was really really hurting that day, and I brought everything into my house and forgot to sage it before I brought it in. So I have to sage.
All right, I got one more question for you. Are you ready?
You can never be ready for what she's going to ask you. It's just never be ready.
Girl, I am always ready. I mean, every day there's something ain't there. We're ready. You wake up and you're like, oh, crap. Gotta go
Okay.
pick up the kid. No.
I have 3, so I go yeah. So, but you can never be
This
ready
one
for
has
what she's
5.
going to ask you.
Linda, this
Well,
one has 5.
between me and
Listen,
my
Linda,
boyfriend, we have 6, 7,
All
7
together.
no. No thank.
altogether.
Power to you
Well,
guys for being good moms, though, man. I couldn't do it.
we
I
have
buried my
actually
child. That's all I have.
I'm serious.
we actually have 8, um, because I include you can't see it. Lydia, she's my deceased daughter that I had in 2013. Can't really see my tattoo. Um,
Oh,
and then me and Todd together have 2 that I lost, and we just lost one in April of this year. So,
I'm
but
super
16.
sorry about that.
So that the one in April was the hardest. We didn't want no more kids because we have 6 together, and I kind of knew, and Miss Charnel told me, but found out one day I find out that I was, and the next day that I found out I was still pregnant, but my levels were too low, so I was gonna miscarry. That broke me. That just broke my heart, and So yeah. But anyway, Miss Chanel, can we get off the subject, please, before I start crying?
All right. It's a simple one. What is the biggest takeaway you hope our listeners learned about you tonight? And is there anything you want to add to the paranormal community or the witchy community? Let's hear from both of you.
Well, a huge thing that I'm like afraid of, I guess, is everyone forgetting my dad. Like, he's gone now and he's not coming back. And I never want anyone to forget how amazing he was, because he was the best person ever in the whole world. So then we start finding like Victorian mourning cards, and somebody forgot that person. They're just getting rid of it. And we don't want anyone to be forgotten, even if it's just a bone of somebody. That's somebody's grandma. That's somebody's grandpa. Somebody loved that person.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I guess we get so attached to things.
And we always have homes and properties, odd things. We have oddities. We don't even want to get rid of half of our oddities stuff. So
yeah, we went from like the Ouija boards and the candles and spell jars to now we have a ton of oddities. Tons.
That makes things fun, though. You'll have your museum one day. I see it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should learn that you shouldn't like. There's an example I like to use. It just happened to us recently, and we had a Ouija board, a historical Ouija board, and behind that Ouija board was a love story.
It's like a tragic love story.
Now, the person who purchased it from us, I'm not talking any names, is using it for evil.
Oh, goodness.
That's what pisses us off, you know?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, and that's on him too, because, dude, you should have asked us how to open and close it if you're going to use it.
Yeah, that's one piece of equipment that I grew up using it, but at the same time, I'm so well developed, I almost don't use equipment at all. So, but
it's the history. It's the history behind everything to stay alive. We have to remember history. It's so important. And the stories behind these things are phenomenal. I don't know why anyone would want to change the story behind that board, because it was a crazy, tragic, sad love story to begin with. You didn't have to add to it.
Wow.
Yeah. What else have we learned? How to be more intuitive.
That's another thing.
Being business ladies, I mean, like, we travel, so, like, and we both smoke cigarettes. I know that's a devil. No, I'm just joking. But, like, when we go outside to smoke or something, one of us sets one way and one of us sets the other. And no matter how much love and light we bring, people. Yeah. You guys know what I mean. You're like, hey, watch the crystals, because people.
Living people are way scarier than dead people.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Really?
They are.
And that's what I want to tell the paranormal community is the living people scare us more than the spirits.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Right. But, all right, ladies, we are currently at 6:59, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And
well, thank you for coming on, ladies.
Yes,
we
totally enjoyed it, and
you're
welcome.
Been fun.
And definitely we'll have you again. Definitely, and then hopefully next time we'll have a different set of questions for you. So Miss Chanel does all that, but we're going to go ahead and remove you from the screen and wrap our show up, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Can we say one thing?
Yeah.
There's no wrong way to witch, and don't be a witch about it.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Right.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. Well, have a good night. All right. So,
all right, guys.
I want to say one thing. If you are not aware, Things Network has hit their 1 year anniversary. We are happy to be a
Yes,
part
they
of it. This is our, well, we started on October 2nd and have been with Things Network all month long. And we hope to see their second anniversary when it rolls around next year. So I want to say thank you to all the followers for a ParaSister's Circle, and thank you all the followers of Things Network.
Yep, thank you guys. And so now I'm going to go ahead and remove us from the screen, do our video again, and